Vintage Hall of Fame baseball cards versus vintage baseball Hall of Fame rookie cards. Which would you rather have in your collection? Today I'm going to look at some sales data and we're going to discuss. So I recently was watching this video posted by 3D80s Kid. He's another sports card YouTuber. If you're not familiar with his content, I'm going to suggest you guys go check him out. I've been subscribed to him for some time now. I just love what he does. It's just definitely worth a watch. That said, in this video, he discusses why vintage Hall of Fame rookie cards aren't for him. Basically, to summarize, he points out that there's elevated costs, as we all know, associated with rookie cards, and that there's other options or opportunities for him to get other really cool vintage Hall of Fame cards and not spend the extra money for the rookie cards. In today's video, I want to just dig just a little bit deeper though. I've taken some time to pull together this. Let's kind of walk through and talk through our Hall of Fame rookie cards worth your time. I want to look at 1970s cards. Why 1970s? Well, I just yesterday completed my 1970s Hall of Fame rookie card run. I was missing the Ted Simmons rookie card. I did pick that up on comc. I will be looking to have that sent to myself. And as soon as I have that card, I will do a recap video sharing that entire 1970s decades run. Additionally, 1970s cards are a little bit more readily available, so there's better eBay sales data related to the rookie cards and second year cards. I want to talk about collector grade cards from a rookie card perspective and collector grade from the second year cards. As well, we're going to take a look at PSA 6 and PSA 5 prices just to really kind of talk through where the best bang for your buck may be. Probably the biggest card that's going to swing the marketplace in the 1970s is the card that I have on my screen. This is the 1973 Topps Mike Schmidt rookie card. As you can see, if you were to get that in PSA 7, it'd cost roughly $450. If you were to downgrade that card to a PSA 6, it drops it all the way down to $289. And just above my head here, for $54, it's a crazy savings. $54 if you were to get the second year Topps Mike Schmidt instead of trying to go get his rookie card. Why the second year cards? Well, second year cards generally are highly collected. Maybe not as highly collected as the Hall of Fame rookie cards are, but a lot of vintage collectors really do find second year cards desirable. The multiplayer cards, there's a lot of people who don't like the multiplayer cards, and generally second year cards will either be rookie cup cards or they're going to be kind of solo cards. I really do like the 1974 Topps Mike Schmidt, by the way. Though I wanted to pull this data and let you guys see if you were to downgrade to a PSA 6, you would be saving yourself essentially $163. Pretty decent savings. It's crazy though. If you go from a rookie card to a second year card, you're going to be saving yourself $398. That's a pretty big number. And I want you to remember that $400 number, because when I look at the entire data set here in a moment, you could almost buy the entire lot of second year cards for not much more than that $400 price point. So it'll be interesting when we go through this, but it's not always that the second year card is going to be less expensive than the rookie card. I want to share with you guys an example in the 1970s where the rookie card is cheaper than the actual second year card. 1978 is Jack Morris's rookie card. It's a pretty popular card. It's a very cheap card. Jack Morris is one of the newer Hall of Famers just over the last couple of years. Reason why I think that the second year card just above my head here is more expensive is I just think that their pop report, and I haven't looked at the pop report, but my assumption is the pop report's just a little bit lower. Jack Morris is kind of a fringe Hall of Famer in a lot of people's minds, and so there possibly just isn't as many of the second year cards graded. But it's interesting here, $16 for the PSA 7. It's only a $4 reduction when we take a look at the PSA 6. It's an $8 increase if we actually move from the 1978 rookie to the 1979 second year card. I wanted to show this example because the second year cards aren't always going to be cheaper. When we look at some of the data here in a moment for all of the 17 cards, that there are a couple that the second year card is either really close to or more expensive than the first year cards. There are 17 rookie cards in the 1970s Baseball Hall of Fame set. Of the 17 cards, if you were to buy the second year cards, you'd actually be buying 18 cards because, of course, famously the 1978 Topps Paul Molitor Alan Trammell card is a dual card, meaning both their pictures are on one card. So if you were to pick up both of those cards, moving my head over just a little bit, the Alan Trammell is $17 and the Paul Molitor second year in a PSA 7 would run you roughly $30. If you didn't own any of the PSA 7 Hall of Fame rookie cards and you wanted to go get collector grade, it essentially would cost $2,000 for you to go get all 17 of these cards in collector grade. If you are willing to go down to a PSA 6, you're going to save yourself $1,000. Going from a PSA 6 down to a PSA 5, yes, you're going to drop down to sub $1,000 range, $727. Let me move out of the way here. $598 for the second year PSA 7 collection. So if you were to go get all 18 of those, $598. Interesting data. When you look at like a George Brett rookie card in a PSA 5 at $87 versus a second year card at $87, I personally would just rather have a PSA 5 card. Now, I recognize if you've seen 3D 80s Kids video, he's not necessarily saying he only buys second year cards. He buys all sorts of cards just based upon budget. The example that I'm showing is, a little bit more specific than what he was really kind of driving towards. For me, I personally, at $600, again, let me move out of the way here, at $600 for the second year cards, I would rather just have PSA 5s. That's just how I look at the world. It's fun when you can kind of see the data represented in a bigger picture scenario like this. Gives you an idea of where do you want to go with your collection. Not telling you guys how to necessarily collect. I just think data like this is extremely useful and valuable to look at. Very interesting to kind of see. I know that these are the types of videos I like to see, so I hope you guys also like to see this type of information. As I mentioned, go check out 3D 80s Kid, his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. Go watch his content. He does really good stuff. As always, we're just going to wrap it up here, guys. We'll just chat with you guys in the next one.